cracking, y'all? It's your boy Hyman Cuts. We back in here with a brand new Hyman Cuts Studio first podcast. This is my boy Andrew Madrid, DJ ADM. This is my boy. We've been homies for how long, bro?
Years, man. Years, since high school days.
At least high school, bro. We had reading class together and shit. We were like 14 years old, just some little kids, man.
Shout out Miss Vaughn.
Shout out Miss Vaughn for shout out Miss Vaughn. And now we all got our own kids and shit. Ain't that crazy? But yeah, we just trying to do something a little different, you know. Have some real grown men conversation in here, you know. I pride myself on having some good conversations with my people, and there's not really a subject that we won't talk about over here. So, you know, I'm open to everything. You probably gonna see some more videos coming out like this, and you know, y'all get a little bit of the studio vibes, the barber talk, something you might not never know nothing about. Man, so what you guys got cracking this weekend, bro?
Just work for me, and then I got date night with my lady, so we're gonna go get that in.
Date night?
Go eat some nice food, have a couple of drinks, see what happens from there.
Yeah, date night? Where you guys planning on going? Like what type of...
I mean, she's more so wanting to go to like the, I guess not like higher up stuff, but she just kind of like sees, you know, the typical Instagram things.
Yeah.
Take the Instagram photos, they want to go there, So we're checking out Toca Madera in Scottsdale.
Oh, okay.
She's been wanting to go for a minute, so I thought it would go today.
And what type of food they got up there?
From what I see, it seems like some Mexican food, but like with the very American upscale kind of style, I guess I can say. Similar, I don't know if you know what Blanco is. They kind of get similar vibes to Blanco.
Okay, so Blanco, I've heard of it.
Dress up and head on out there.
Yeah.
Some Chelsea boots or something.
Some Chelsea boots. That shit sounds tight though, bro. It's like, it's Mexican food, so what do you normally be ordering and shit? Like, what do you like to eat and shit?
I usually like to get something different from what I usually will. But I mean, from what I've seen, everyone gets like certain tacos that they're like, not carne asada, but some type of like steak tacos or something.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna try that out. See what's good with the steak tacos.
Oh, okay. So they got some smooth shit up there.
I'm on the big boy vibes though, so I'm always like, I'll try a little bit of this, that, and I'll have whatever my girl did to finish.
Dog, I swear, bro. I seen a post like that the other day, food, and it was like, it was some food like this. His lady was eating over there, and he was like this.
Giving the side.
Yeah. And the post said the face he makes when he's trying to see if you're gonna finish your food. I was like, bro, you know how many times I do that shit like daily, bro? Like,
yo, low-key, I be hoping that like my girl or my daughter don't finish her food. That way I can have a little bit more after I'm done.
Little bit extra, real shit. I think that's just like a dad thing. Is that just a guy thing, or that's just a dad thing?
I feel like it's gotta be a dad thing because, I mean, I've always been a bigger dude, so like I was always eating.
Right.
But it just seems like now, the less it is because I'm paying for the food or something now, I'm just like, yo, we gonna finish it all.
We eating all this shit, not taking no prisoners, dog. That's why I tell my lady, I'm like, yo, like, I just feel like I don't ever want to see you guys waste food because I know what it's worth. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I paid for that shit. Like, we eating all 27.87 of that shit.
I'm like, let me get a little box for the chicken wing that's left.
Yeah, real shit. Bro, that's so funny, dog. I stay on that shit. My lady always tells me I'm so excessive, bro. Like, constantly excessive, just with anything, food. Like, it could be like something as simple as like ordering an extra soda.
Yeah.
She's like for real?
You need another
like
one?
You need an extra soda? And I'm like, yo, like, yeah, like I want an extra soda, like, well, you know, what of it, you know? But like whenever we're on vacation or something, bro, she gets on my head because I'll go to a new marisco spot, for instance, right?
Yeah.
And they might have like some good-looking tortas, or they might have the carne asada, something, and everything looks good. And I'm on vacation, so I'm like, let me grab a tostada de camarón. Let me get a fucking burger. Let me, like, bro, I'll get like 3 plates.
Yeah.
And my lady's looking at me like, bro, it's us 3. Like, you know, like, it's us 4. Like, what are you doing, you know? And I'm just like, dude, I don't know when I'm gonna come back. Like, we need to eat. I'm trying to eat this shit, bro.
Bro, that's the DIY sampler right there. We don't got a sampler on the menu. We're just gonna make our own.
We're just gonna grab anything that we think looks good and try that shit. That's so funny, bro. That's the facts, though.
I feel like that's how they be finessing, you know. They have like pictures with everything looking good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always like, man, I can't pick and choose. So I just end up getting at least, like you said, one taco or something on the side, just so that way I can get a little taste.
Just a little taste, yeah. Bro, that's funny, dog.
Bro, it's funny that you said that your girl's the same way, because mine, like you mentioned, vacationing, anything, it's like, I don't do it to go like over the top. I just do it because I actually like want to experience or try whatever that they got. And it's funny, bro, because my girl always be like, you always do too much. She's like, you're always trying to get the most. And I'm like, bro, like, money it don't matter how much it costs. Like, if I want it, like, I'm gonna want it.
Right.
It could be $8 for that extra little taco, but
I want to try the taco. What the fuck? I just want the taco. I tell my lady all the time, I'm like, man, you know, I grew up in a shack for a little bit of the time. We had a little shack. Fool, we're eating weenies and Vienna sausages, bro. Like, fool, I want to try everything. You know what I mean? Like, all that. What? You said guacamole is $5? Let me get 3 of them things because, damn, that shit look good. Go home with all. And then, you know what? I feel like it has a lot to do, too, fool, because I plan ahead. I plan accordingly. You feel me? So I probably smoked before we went and ate. You feel me? So I was hungry and I ate good. So anything that's left over is for the evening session. You know what I mean?
Exactly what you mean. Part 2.
Part 2, and you ain't even letting up. Like, you're fucking eating good, dog. You know what I mean?
Straight up, I think about that too, and I'm like, all right, like I know stuff is gonna taste good fresh as soon as you get it.
Yo.
Then I also know there's some food where I'm like, yo, like I can mess this shit up later on tonight. And I'll make sure to get that on the side or like over order some things. That extra side and just have it ready for later, bro.
Bro, I know it, dog. 100%. That should be hitting. Like my lady, she was like, we were at eating at a Yard House. And Yard House got pretty good steaks, bro. So I get a pretty fat steak up there and medium rare. For all you well done people, just unsubscribe type shit. I'm just like, nah, but yeah, I get the medium rare joint, bro. So I was killing it, bro, and I got a little full. I'm not even gonna lie, like I got stuffed, and I started slowing down. You know, when you're full, you kind of just fucking, you don't even want to do it no more. You're taking your time and really savoring every bite. And my lady, like, she said some shit to me. It was for it was just a date night, so. She was like, why don't you take it? You can cut it up for like a breakfast burrito or something. And I just like stopped everything I was doing and was like, take the rest of the steak home. Like, where do they do that? You know, like I ordered it's like what you said, bro. Like, you get the steak fresh off the grill, that's when you want it. You gotta eat it right there, bro. You can't be over there messing around trying to do all this other stuff, and you ain't even. You gotta mess up the food, dog.
Yeah, steak's one of those. I feel like burgers so like I can eat a burger later on in the day. Like if I got it fresh, it's cool. Later on, I'm kind of like. Depends on the mood. If I'm like really hungry and want it, I'll mess it up. The steak's one of those, like you said. I can't eat it later. It has to be then and there.
Nah, I feel it. Like, man, my daughter, you know, the kids, they be so wild, bro. My daughter, she's so wild because she'll do some crazy shit. Like, she'll want to save, like, a Subway sandwich.
Yeah.
It's like, man, you know they put vinaigrette. Like, that's just going to be so soggy in 20 minutes. Like, yeah. She's like, no, just eat it in the morning. I'm like, baby, I'm just trying to lead you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think you want to eat this shit. And that's how I feel all the time, food. Like we just left, we got back from San Diego on Wednesday. Yeah. And so when we got here, or before we left, we went and had breakfast. And I always feel like the ultra gordito, bro, because, you know, there's 4 people at the table, bro, but there's 6 plates. You know what I'm saying? And I got like it could be a huevos ranchero, and then I got like a tostadas. I always got to get shrimp, bro, no matter where I go. I'm like, bro, you can't go wrong with the shrimp, bro. Like, You be eating shrimp too, right? You be fucking up shrimp?
Bro, literally, like, we just got back from Rocky Point, and we tried, like, eating tacos out there, and it's just not the same. Like, I don't know if it's my mentality going into it, or just because I enjoy the shrimp.
Right.
But I'm like, bro, literally, every meal, I had a cóctel de camarón, and then I had, like, something else on the side.
Yeah, bro.
Like, straight up just mess up nothing but shrimp.
Hell yeah, bro. And honestly, I feel like, you know, when you're sitting by the beach and you eating your shrimp and your cocktail, bro, it's like, man, it just tastes better, dog. You know what I mean? Just looking at the water, like, out there just gazing, dog. Just looking at the water, bro. Yeah, I haven't gone to Mexico, and it's been probably like, shit, since my homie tried to buy that bud that last time. I'm like, man, I can't be messing with you, bro.
Bro, you're gonna have to throw that little clip up real quick.
I know. For real, edit that shit.
I know you like it. I know this is what you like.
Me and my boy Kyler was like, yo, bro, like, let's go to Mexico. Let's go to Rocky Point real quick. And I'm like, shit. Like just me and you and shit. Like, you just trying to mob? He's like, yeah, let's go real quick. Like, we'll just go. We'll have fun real quick. And we go, and I tell this fool, I'm like, hey, bro, like, you probably don't want to get nothing out here. You don't want to buy no herbs, no flour, no nothing to smoke out here. Like, just focus on yourself, king.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then this fool fucking, man, I look up. We get out the car, and we're going to get tacos, and I don't see this fool. I'm like, oh, my God, like, where's this fool at, dog? Yeah. And we get out the car. I'm over there trying to order some tacos, and this fool comes back, and he's like, oh, the homie over there is gonna get us some buds, some herbs. I'm like, for what? Bro, nah, like, I told your ass. And he's like, nah, he's cool, bro. He's like, he's the one over there with the little weed hat. I'm a post. He had a black hat and a little sticker right here in the front that just of a bud plant. That shit had me rolling. He said, yeah, I'm gonna go with him. I'm like, dog, like, if you don't have that hat that he had, I don't want to buy nothing from you. The only way I purchase from you is if you got that damn hat on. Yeah, that shit was hilarious, bro. We still be laughing about it. We went viral, man. I told my guy, like, I hit him up and I was like, bro, we went viral and TikTok took us off, bro. Straight stop the shine, bro. Stop the growth. And what's up with the baby? How's the baby been with the little allergies and shit?
She's growing, man. I mean, we took her in to see what was going on. It turned out, sure enough, was like the allergies, like her nose is all running and stuff. She ended up getting like a double ear infection, so that just got her all crying through the night and stuff. But she's been getting better now. We give her some new like antibiotics or something.
How old is she now?
She's like 18 months.
Damn.
Yeah, this is gonna be not 18 months. 19.
19 months?
Coming up on 19 this month.
Almost the 2-piece McNuggets, huh?
Almost.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you just added so much stress to my mind right now.
Bro, I'm telling you.
My first birthday party was big, and I'm like, yo, that was stressful as it was. I already know my girl's gonna want to go big for number 2 again.
Oh, man, watch what you say. She's probably gonna see the video. Nah, bro, I know it. I got a big one coming up, too. My daughter's about to be 10. That's like a milestone, dog. I'm like, fuck. I don't even know how I feel about it sometimes, honestly. Like I legit, like I tell my girl all the time, like I feel like I was just a high school student just shooting shit, fucking walking around lunch, eating fucking mozzarella sticks and chicken strips. You know what I mean? Not a care in the world, bro.
With the fruit punch?
With the fruit, man. If you didn't have it was either the fruit punch or what, dog? The pink lemonade, dog. That was it. Hey, you were either walking around with a Hot Pocket, dog, or a big Texas Cinnabon, dog. Shit. Man, I remember that. Great times, bro. You know what I mean?
But I remember being cool with the lunch lady because they had like the free lunch. And I would go and I'm like, bro, I would always go find the like little Mexican ones that like they mess with you, you know?
Yeah.
And sure enough, she used to always throw me like a second chicken sandwich for no cost.
Man.
I'd be like, give me the fries with more. I should go back, bro. She tossed him like a double fry. Just hand me the double fry.
See, that's love, bro.
That's where I know it's about who you know, bro.
It's about who you know, for real.
That day, bro. Oh.
For real. Get in tight with the lunch lady and you're straight forever. Nah, fool, I remember like a while, like before I got on, got my job or whatever in high school.
Yeah.
I didn't have no money, fool, so I would fucking steal the salads.
Oh.
Fool, I used to feel so bad, dog, because, you know, like I know that they like packed them and... But fuck, fool, I was hungry, dog. I was like, shit, let me get a fucking salad. I would just walk up right behind like everybody's in line. I would just walk up behind the last person, just be like, and just walk out. And then I wouldn't eat. I didn't start eating like crazy until I started working at Sonic and shit, little gordito job and shit. You're gonna show me how to make this little Sonic blast? Man, you messing up right now.
How long were you there for? I remember it was at least like what? Was it like over a year?
Bro, I was there for a minute. Like I was there. I started there when I was 15, bro. Like as soon as I was able to work, I started working there. And I was a cook and I played basketball, whatever. But I was there from when I was 15 to I think 18, bro. And then I left and 4, right?
Yeah.
4, I'm sorry. I left and I had got a job with my mom at her job as a fucking, like a mailroom clerk. And so I was just so, bro, literally like, when they would say like, you're gonna be the guy over there stuffing envelopes, you know what I mean? Like, bro, I was literally stuffing envelopes, bro. Like, and at the time, like I was doing okay because I was getting like $10 an hour.
Yeah. And
you know, back then, like shit, that was like 2010, 2012 maybe, yeah, 2011. And yeah, so $10 an hour wasn't bad, and then I would just be out there fucking slinging all kinds of haircuts, bro, you know what I mean? Literally just cutting hair. Like I would go like get off at 10, 11, whatever time at the night that I would get off, and I would go home and I'd cut like a couple heads, bro. Yeah, shit it's a grind for sure.
What was it, $5 garage cuts back then?
$5. That's what I started out, $5. $5 to fucking 50 piece. Fucking like on SpongeBob, 25 years later. I'm like, fuck. But shit, man, you gotta get it how you live.
What was the craziest thing that you experienced like over there at Sonic's? Like I know like sometimes fast food workers, when you got like the late shifts, you see some weird activity going on.
Bro, I remember, dog, I had a manager and this fool was like he would just be off it. Like, fool, he'd come in from like outside, like taking a break, and he'd be all homie would be like, you guys ready to get this going type shit? And he'd be like, dude, I'm like, God damn, what are you doing? But he was so funny, like he was so amped up, it was hilarious, bro. I remember that. And I just remember thinking like, fuck, fool, like that shit, it was a cool gig, bro. I would say the craziest thing I've seen, fool, and to this day, it was like literally one of the craziest moments, bro. Like, I walked into the walk-in freezer, yeah, and the guy literally, one of the other workers, fool, his name was fucking Louis. This fool was back there snorting coke, dog, in the freezer. I just remember being like, no way, like, what the fuck? Bro, this man was over there, and then he was like, bro, like in a movie, bro, like homie had to put it on his thing, on his finger, and was like rubbing it in his lips and shit. And I was 16, 17, I'm like, bro, you're wild. And he was only like a year older than me, so I'm like, bro, you're something else right now, bro. Like, that's wild, dog. That would probably be one of the craziest things I've witnessed at Sonic.
He wasn't prepared that day.
I was not. Yeah, he was like, he knew he had a long shift ahead of him. He's like, he's like, let me go ahead and just get right. Yeah, bro, I'll never forget that. And what's so crazy is last thing I heard about homie was he was like a loan officer or some shit.
No shit.
I'm like, damn, homie turned his life around. Good for him, goddamn it. I remember we used to go bodies by the ice machine.
Yeah.
So like you got the ice machine right there. You go get all the ice and shit, and we would just go bodies right there, bro, until somebody like quit or something. It was all just dudes, bro. I remember that shit. That shit was fun. It was, like for a first job, like that shit was like everything and then some. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good ass experience, bro. I would eat so much, bro. Oh my god, I would eat so much. Like fat boy. Everybody in my house too would be like, hey, bring home a hot dog or bring home fucking a foot-long coney. It was either ice cream or a fucking foot-long.
I know what you mean. My sister, when she worked at Panda Express, that shit was the drive-thru one. It was like one of the first drive-thrus I've ever seen for Panda Express. And bro, she started working there, and then she became like one of like the register persons for the drive-thru part.
Yeah.
And then from that point, we were getting Panda like 3-4 times a week, and we would always get that little discount. And then every time that we'd be at the little drive-thru, like the speaker thing,
Yeah.
they would already know our voices, and they'd be like, hey, like, are you Selena's family or whatever? And we're like, yeah, like, you gonna hook it up? And then they all got cool with us, bro.
Hell yeah.
There was some little egg rolls on top.
Man, see.
Even with our plates overflowing.
I love those plugs though, bro. I live for those plugs.
Legit.
Like, bro, I was that guy. Like, bro, I remember my cousin was like, hey, man, I just got out the gym. Like, let me get some food. I'm like, pull up, dog. Pull up in 10 minutes. I just dropped like a shit ton of chicken tenders, bro. And food showed up. I gave him a box of like, bro, 20 fucking chicken. This is just one skinny guy. You know what I mean? I gave him so much chicken tenders, fries, gravy. Homie's like, thanks, cuz. Yeah, bro, that shit was fun. That was a good job, bro. Like, I learned a lot at that job. It made me appreciate the dollar for sure. Because as soon as I started getting my checks, bro, as soon as Food Friday, you had to be there to pick up your check. I was there before they opened, dog. I was like, give me my check. Desert Sky's about to open. Really? I'm going over there and I'm gonna go get me some shoes and some white tees. And then some shoes and some white tees turned into a whole fucking, my whole check gone because I ended up buying all this excessive shit. See? Fucking excessive ass food. And then I just remember feeling so goofy when I had like $30 for the rest of the 2 weeks. That was my mozzarella stick and fruit punch money. Have you and your lady talked about having any more kids?
Bro, we have. We both do want more kids. At least one more. But, I don't know, man. With the little one right now, it's kind of tough. It's like we'll be in the mood to like try to have another one, and then like the next morning, the baby girl would just like throw a huge ass fit or something, and we'll just be like, nah, maybe we shouldn't do the second kid yet.
Hell yeah.
But then we feel bad for her because we don't want her to be all alone, you know?
Nah, definitely. That's how we felt with my oldest, bro. Same thing. We're like, man, she's gonna be by herself and she's not gonna be able to have anybody. But we waited a while, bro. Like, there's a 6-year difference between them two. Maya's 3 and Nevaeh's gonna be, well, she's 9 right now, but she'll be 10 in January. I want a boy though, bro. I was just
gonna ask, I'm like, you guys gonna try for a boy?
Bro, I want a boy. I just feel like it would be so different, you know what I mean? Like, right now, I'm showing my daughters how a man should treat a woman, but then I'm gonna have a son and have to like kind of revamp my whole fucking parenting strategy and teach him how to be a man. You know what I mean? A man's man. I think more so. I just want to I want to keep my name going for sure. The Castañeda last name. Same thing, you probably want to keep the Madrid going, you know what I'm saying? And, but my lady, she's like, nah, hell nah. Like, we kind of go back and forth. Like, there was a point in time where I was like, you know what? I'm down. Like, let's do it tonight. You know? And then, like you said, fool, wake up the next day and the baby's crying, or, you know, this is happening. Fucking, oh my God. So you just reconsider, and then, like, it literally flip-flopped for like a couple of weeks, bro. Like I wanted to have a baby, and then she didn't want to have a baby, and then randomly she's like, all right, let's do it. And then I was like, no. I was like, I don't want to no more. I'm like, you passed up your chance. Let a little essay. Nah, but yeah, she wants to wait, bro. She wants to wait for the wedding and shit. And I understand, you know, I ain't gonna be there's no rush, you know what I mean? There's no rush, bro. So I figure we'll just go ahead and just see what happens, bro, little by little, you know. Nothing too crazy. I'm not in a big rush, bro. The more kids, the more fatty you need to make. We just got out of having to buy diapers. Man, to have to jump back in and buy diapers, I'm like, oh my God. So I was gonna say, have you given any thought about like your daughters and in the future and boyfriends and dating and all this shit that we as dads don't really want to fucking think about? Yeah.
Yeah, like it naturally happens. I don't know, I mean, like, I do think about it, but at the same time, I feel like she's so little. And it doesn't really, like, cross my mind too much. But I do be just, like, looking at her sometimes, just when she's, like, I don't know, man, weird. Like, she'll be, like, watching TV or something, and I'll just, like, naturally be looking at her, and I'm like, damn, like, I can already tell the fucking future is gonna be issues.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm like, not like, oh, I don't know, like, weird shit or nothing, but, like, just in general, like, I remember seeing everything that, like, I went through, like, with high school and everything, or just, like, in general, just seeing other people go through stuff through high school, and I'm like, fuck, well, we can only guide her in the right path so much. Like, and then they're gonna be making their own choices anyways.
Right.
And I'm just like, fuck, hopefully she don't pick no fucking loser. If she does, I'm gonna tell her, Mika, come on.
Mika, come on. Mika, please. This is, God, I know, dog, I know. Fool, some of the craziest shit happened to me the other day, all right? So we're at San Diego. And the only reason why I bring that up is because my youngest, Maya, bro, she's 3.
Yeah.
And we went to this, like, sushi restaurant, bro, and it was a cool spot. Like, it was a very beautiful spot and, like, a lot of good food. And you know, the server, you know, is a young white dude. You know what I mean? Good-looking cat. I'll give it to him. You know, he's took care of himself. You know, handsome guy. You know what I mean? And my dog, like, he comes and gives us water and the fucking lemons and shit for, like, the food or whatever. And my daughter looks at my girl and is like, she's like, mommy. She's like kind of under her breath. She's not saying it too loud. Yeah. But she's like, she's sitting next to me. My girl's right here, and then my oldest is right here. And my youngest goes, mommy, he's beautiful. And I'm like eating, bro. Like, I'm like what the fuck?
Did I hear that
like,
correctly?
Yeah, like I look at my lady and she's like, she starts laughing. My girl can't hold it. She's laughing because I just stopped. I couldn't even handle it. Like, I just, like, everything in my mind, food wasn't even good no more. Like, I just was like ready to, you know, I'm like, fuck, I don't even know what to say to that. You know, and so anyway, a few minutes later, my daughter's like, yeah, you know, he you know, he's beautiful. And my girl's like, my girl don't make it any better because she's laughing. She's like, you know, you think he's handsome, baby? Like, he's a handsome guy, right? And she's like, yeah, like, he's handsome. And then she, like, looks at me and I'm just still frozen. Yeah. Literally, when I say I was frozen, bro, like, I was like,
hasn't said nothing yet.
I couldn't say anything. And then my daughter, the 3, Maya, the one that said that, she looks over at me and she's like, but my daddy man's is so handsome too. And I'm like, oh shit, okay. You felt the life get sucked out of me. You gotta revive yourself and shit. She had to make up, dude. I was like, man, that killed me, dog. But I just think about it, bro, and it's like, it's so funny because, you know, my oldest, Nevaeh, she used to have a crush on my boy Mike, my homie. just a, you know, a little innocent crush. You know what I mean? He's a, you know, good looking cat. He's got tattoos like me. You know, he's very similar to me. So when she had a crush on him, I was like, okay. Like, you're attracted to me. You're attracted to a man like me. Like, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then my youngest is attracted to the white dude, you know? And it was funny. I don't give a shit. Whatever. God bless. You know what I mean? But I thought the differences in taste was just funny, bro. I'm like, yo, that shit is hilarious. Like, I'm like, man, these girls really got they like different flavors. And, yeah, dude, my lady was like, well, I mean, you know, she's a decent looking guy. Like, you know, she's got good taste. And, you know, she's like, it's innocent, boo. Like, don't worry about it. Like, you know, it's innocent. She's a baby. You know, you know what I mean? And I'm like, I know it's innocent. But I'm like, God, like, so young. You know what I mean? Like, it's just basic human instinct to see others and be like, oh, that's a good looking cat. You know, it's a good looking woman, whatever, you know? But yeah, bro, I thought that shit was funny, man. I'm like, dude, but I'll never forget it, man. We had took my girl when she was pregnant with Nevaeh, my first daughter. We had took her to a spot to get her nails done. And the owner, he was a little Chinese man. He was like, what are you guys gonna have? And, you know, we're like, oh, it's a girl, you know. He's like, girls are the best. And I'm like, you know, it was our first kiss, so we're like, why? He's like, because boys, he's like, they get into trouble. They always need money. They always need something. And they'll leave your house, but always call you for something. Yeah. He's like, but a girl will never leave her dad's side. True. And like, the more I think about it, and the older my girls have gotten, bro, like, they just love me so much. You know what I mean? Like as they get older, bro, I'm telling you right now, like, it's like, fuck, like, they act like they literally say that your dad for a girl is your first love. True, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, there's moments in time where, like, I'll just be I could be working on my car, I could be picking up garbage, and my daughter would just be looking at me all like lovey-dovey, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, fuck, bro. Like, I tell my lady, I'm like, you guys make me so soft.
Bro, it's funny because I be thinking the same thing. Like, as soon as I get out of work, because I be working from home, as soon as I pull out from my home office and my baby girl sees me from, like, the living room, I can see her just, like, running towards me, like, all excited to see me and everything.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just funny because I was, like, thinking about, like, a meme that I had saw the other day. And I'm like, we're over here thinking, like, oh, they love us so much. Like, that's the feelings that they give us.
Right.
Which is probably reality. But, like, at the end of the day, the meme was, like, oh, that they were just, like, watching us doing some shit. And we're just like, oh, they're admiring us. And really, the meme's, like, in their head, they're thinking, this doofus-ass motherfucker.
The kids looking at you like you a doofus, like, what's this old goofy motherfucker doing right here, huh? That's funny, bro. Hey, did you see that one I posted the other day where it was Shaq and Kobe, and the ball was the baby, and Kobe was doing a behind the back to Shaq?
Oh, when you get home from work.
Yeah. As soon as you get home from work, your lady just be like, take the baby, dog. I think that's universal, bro. It's got to be universal, bro.
Yeah, because right now at the end of the day, little ones are frustrating, man. They're a handful.
Definitely, dog.
I didn't believe it at first. I used to always just think, you know, like the stay-at-home mom or pops is pretty much just having it made. They get to chill with the baby all day.
Right.
Until I finally realized that, yo, like, you're with the baby.
Yeah, you're with the baby all day. That's funny.
You see everything that comes with it, man.
Shout out my boy, Andrew. I appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you for pulling up, always looking spiffy. My guy been fresh since we were 14 years old, bro. I swear to God. This will stay with the swaggy. I appreciate you, dog. This is officially the first High Mint Cuts episode. Let's get it. More to come. Stay tuned. Come and get your hair cut. Make sure you come get cut and come talk to me about some real shit. We don't talk about no funny stuff here. Yo, I appreciate everybody that tuned in to the first Jaime Cut Studio podcast episode, shop talk, whatever you want to call it. We're doing it here. So I appreciate everybody, man. That's my good boy, Andrew Madrid. I've been friends with him for 15 plus years now, and he's a solid dude, solid cat, man. So I appreciate you all for following and liking, subscribing, and everything below. Stay tuned for more, baby. Let's get it.